ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, you're wearing green? I'm covered in green. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends 2019 Fantastic Four Waves Super Skrull Build-A-Figure. Try to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Yeah, we're finally here at the Build-A-Figure review, and this thing looks awesome. What do you think of the BAF art? A lot of interchangeable pieces going on right here. I'm not going to build all of them with the figure at this very moment, but first I want to talk about which figure pieces came with who. First off, Dr. Doom, he came with the left leg, and then Reed Richards came with the right leg, and then the heads came with the Thing figure. The torso came with Invisible Woman, and then the right invisibility arm right over there, that came with the Not He Hulk, and then the left Thing / Human Torch piece right there, that came with the Johnny Storm figure. That's a pretty good number of stuff right over there, but anyway, let's get this thing built. Will you take us away, Bumblebee? Okay, let's take away this one right here because the arms plug in the same way. So I'm going to move that one right there. And then we'll go ahead and use the arm with the thing. Oh, and the heads came off and everything. Oh, geez, oh, geez. So here, we'll use the smiley head right over here. So let's go ahead and start with the torso. One thing I noticed right away with this figure, that the legs were very tricky to get on here. So I recommend heating them up first and going with those first as well. As you can see, this is... It takes the might of an Odinson to get this in there. There you go. And then, and then you get these shoulder pieces right here, which are kind of pointy and everything too. So that's going to stab into your hand a little bit. We got those on there. And then we get this right arm plugged in right there. I'm going to move this flamey piece off to the side. And then get that left arm right in there and put that smiley head on there. And now we have the Super Skrull all built and looking awesome. Oh my goodness, what a great looking figure. Very, very happy with what I'm looking at over here. And I don't even have all of my favorite accessories applied to the figure. I love having interchangeable parts with this piece. It's the kind of thing you kind of have to do with this kind of character. But anyway, let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the Super Skrull. So the figure does come with two head sculpts. We'll take a closer look at those in a minute. We're going to mostly just look at the arm accessories right over here. You can see that we do get these regular arms for the Super Skrull, so we're going to take a closer look at those a little bit more later. And I do want to look at this invisibility arm, because I think this is like the freshest accessory that we're getting with this figure. You know, I haven't seen this accessory before except for the invisible variant of the Toy Biz Super Skrull. But yeah, having an actual invisibility arm that's also stretching at the same time, I think that's really cool. I love this gradient right here with the paint. That purple fading in to clear looks really good. The plastic choice for the joints and everything worked pretty well. You get that white right over there. I have these little weird, specks of black that I need to kind of pick off with an X-Acto knife, but I have a feeling those will come off okay. And this is made out of a very hard plastic. I need to mention that. I really thought I was going to break this at one point, especially bending these double jointed elbows right here. But no, it's pretty strong and sturdy, so I'm very pleased with that. Kind of wish it was bendy, but, it just wouldn't work out. So you can swivel this fist side to side and it hinges up and down, and you get double jointed elbows right here, which make it a lot of fun. You can rotate right here, and then you get the shoulder joint right there. So very cool. Really happy with that. Then we also get the Thing / Human Torch arm. This looks really good. I like it. I just compare it to the Thing figure from the Wave. They have the same color rock, so that looks pretty good. And then comparing it to a Walgreens exclusive Thing hand, the rock looks similar enough, so that works. So yeah, the rocks all match, I guess. But yeah, I like the sculpt of it. Kind of small. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but it still needs to kind of be in proportion to the Super Skrull. I really love the sculpt and paint right here on this fade. Like, just the level of detail in this bicep area right here is just very impressive for me. I really dig that a lot. That's awesome. And the sculpt looks really good. I wish we had some of that black paint in some of the seams and everything. And no sculpted rock on... Oh, I guess... No. Yeah, no sculpted rock on the hinge right there. But we do get the sculpted rock on the elbow hinges. So that's cool. But not on the back side. But still, great looking piece. And then we get this flame accessory right here, which looks really good. I like how the orange, fades into this darker orange. It's made out of a fairly stiff plastic. One really cool thing is that this does blend in very well with the Tamashii Nation flame effects. So if you want to mix these two up, you can do that. Just to show off the Johnny Stormhand that came in this wave. This orange matches really well too, so you can do that. Or if you want to use these effects pieces, that works pretty well also. So you get multiple colors, you could use multiple accessories. But anyway, you're supposed to just attach this to the fist. Again, it's fairly stiff plastic, but it works, and you can see how this just lines up in between right there with that knuckle. I think that is awesome. That looks great. I love that you could take this off. One thing I was doing earlier too is I was having Super Skrull fighting Invisible Woman, and you could reverse this right here, so you can kind of make it look like he's projecting fire from his thing knuckle right there. Wow, thing knuckle, huh? But anyway, yeah, that looks pretty cool too. I like that. This also has good articulation too, so it hinges up and down, rotates side to side, and you get great double jointed elbows, and then the bicep swivel and the shoulder joint right there. So if you didn't already know about the Super Skrull, his real name is Klurt, and he has 2 kids, and he's an awesome Skrull warrior who actually already had the ability of hypnosis and was an amazing shapeshifter, but due to the Fantastic Four beating the Skrull Empire when they're trying to invade Earth, the Emperor decided to create a Super Skrull and had chosen Klurt right over here to obtain all 4 abilities and even better versions of those abilities of the Fantastic Four in this Super Skrull right over here. So this is a pretty cool looking head sculpt. I do like it. It's very smiley, It's definitely more of a contemporary look of the Super Skrull, especially compared to some of the older figures, or the older figure anyway, that's, been redone several times. There's looking at the back of the head, nice big ears. I really like the paint detail on the face. You can really see all the nice black paint added to the green plastic. The eyes look really good. I like that smirk right there. The eyebrows look good. I don't know what that is right over there on the right eyebrow, but still, it looks great. Now, I'm really happy that we have a smiling Super Skrull. I think that's awesome, but we also get the mean Super Skrull, and that looks freaking awesome too. I love how the chin came out. Looks really good, man. I always thought Thanos was a Skrull. I didn't always think that, but at one point in my youth, I thought that Thanos was a Skrull, but just purple, because of the wrinkly chin. But anyway, yeah, I like how the headpiece came out right over there. A little bit of extra green on it, but it still looks great, man. I like both of these head sculpts a lot. They both look really good. The body on this figure looks really good too. It's just that I'm used to having my Toy Biz Super Skrull, and this has so much more detail in it than this Build-A-Figure, I mean, you can see the various colors just on the whole centerpiece right over here, and just a lot more sculpted detail throughout. Now, the head sculpts, I think, are very much worth comparing right here. Yeah, the Toy Biz one's just a whole lot grittier looking and has a lot more paint on there. And you can see the newer one is, a lot more sleek looking and everything. So I don't know. It depends on what you like. I think this new one just fits in better with my Marvel Legends collection. But man, I love the detail. And the purple has all kinds of paint detail on it too. So a lot of good stuff going on with that older figure. A lot of good stuff going on with this one right here too. Those arms came straight from the Hyperion body mold. We've seen them on Venom. Lower torso is from Hyperion body mold. This is all added in and brand new right here on the top. So that's great. These are fairly soft at the back of the figure. I like the musculature on the arms on this figure though. It looks good. Big old beefy Super Skrull as he should be. Yep, and those big beefy legs right there came from the Hyperion body mold. A lot of Hyperion body mold parts. We do get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Would have been nice if we had gotten some interchangeable leg parts, especially because, you have to add these on for it to be, a Build-A-Figure and everything. That would have been cool. But there's your Super Skrull butt and your Super Skrull back. Another cool thing about this figure is that while he has all these added accessories that are awesome, he just looks cool standing like that. I think that looks pretty sweet. Anyway, the head articulation, you can move the heads up that much. They move down. You can turn them side to side, and you get a tiny little bit of head tilting. By the way, I really do like how the musculature is sculpted right over here. It doesn't look like he has a tiny neck or anything. I just like how that looks. Anyway, shoulders move up and outward very far. You can move them down. You could rotate forward that much and back that much. You get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. The wrist turn side to side and hinge up and down. Good ab crunch forward and back. Great waist swivel. Hips move outward very far, and you can kick forward that much and back a tiny bit. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Boot rotation right there. And then the ankles do move down. down, they move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. And I measure out this Super Skrull figure, you can see that it is standing just at about 7 inches tall. And then for your Super Skrull comparison, we have our Hasbro Build-A-Figure, and then we have the Toy Biz, not Marvel Legends, but the Fantastic Four Wave Super Skrull, which I still really like a lot. Now, Hasbro did re-release this figure right here with a purple rock hand, which I always thought was super weird, and I actually just tried to customize the hell out of mine, and it's just a debauchery, but you could see, there are differences right over here with the way they, didn't really give this as much paint treatment as Toy Biz did on this body mold, and I customized mine. This is a debauchery right over here. I tried to give him Fantastic Four legs and everything, because I just really hated that this figure had purple arms with blue flame nonetheless. Like, when did this ever happen? Why did this happen, Dwight? Oh, that was so frustrating. So yeah, I repainted all of this right over here, and then sculpted some flames right here, and some flames on the leg. I didn't do anything to this one. I did have like this, super glue, or this hot glue gun invisibility effect going on over here. And then here's the Super Skrull next to the Walgreens exclusive Fantastic Four figures. We have the Thing, Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, and Invisible Woman right there. And you can swap parts around a little bit with this figure. One thing I actually didn't try earlier that I just thought of right now is that maybe you could take this. No, okay, I was wondering if the flame effect will fit on the invisibility fist, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I did want to take this hand off here. Oh, you can't put the Thing hand on here, but how cool would that have been, huh? To have like a bigger hand like that? That would have been pretty sweet. Oh well. Now I'm curious to see if I could just put this rock hand like right into the fist. No, that's probably going to ruin the plastic. But if you wanted to repaint these salad fingers, you could do that. So there, you can make that happen. If you want to take the flames from Johnny Storm over here and just put them on his shoulders, that kind of works. Kinda. Doesn't look bad. Giving him a force field isn't really going to work too much. He doesn't have the open hands. Giving him a Human Torch hand right over here. That kind of fits in there. It doesn't really work too great. But I guess you could use this flame effect over a regular fist. That doesn't work too great either. Man, yeah, so I was really hoping to be able to swap around parts a whole lot more so with this figure, but I guess that's not going to work out so well. And I did try putting the Walgreens Mr. Fantastic arms on here, and it does not port in at all. Someone would have to do some customizing with this. And yeah, you can see that shoulder is way smaller than this one right here, but yeah. It'd be cool if this could happen, or if they made accessories like this for him. Then here's a Super Skrull next to another alien invader. We have Venom over here, and you can see a lot of the same parts used on the Super Skrull from this Hyperion body mold. And then I don't know if it's worth mentioning again, but yeah, the way the muscles look right over here, I guess these are the traps, right? I just think it looks so much better on the Super Skrull than it does on the Venom figure, so I love how they touched this up. They definitely made some changes over here that just work for the best. And here's the Super Skrull next to all of the other figures from this wave. We have the Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, the Thing, Grey She-Hulk, and Dr. Doom. Now, I think this is an awesome wave. One thing I really like about it is that it's very self-contained. You get all 4 Fantastic Four characters, plus 2 different Fantastic Four villains, and then you get an added Fantastic Four character / team-up character with the Grey She-Hulk, even though I don't remember seeing her team up with the FF like this, but these are both contemporary designs, so maybe it did happen and I just don't know it yet. But anyway, to rank these figures, and this was pretty tricky to do, but over at the very bottom, I am giving it to the Mr. Fantastic figure. The only thing it really has to offer, aside from the bearded head sculpt, which actually wasn't even executed very well, was the salad fingers, and that just bums me out. Next, I'm giving it to the Thing figure. These two right here are my least favorite from the wave, and it was really tricky to decide which one I should put at the very bottom, but I ended up deciding that I do like that new head sculpt on the Thing more than anything I like about that Mr. Fantastic figure, so there you go. At the number 5 spot, I'm giving it to the Johnny Storm figure, because I'm stoked to finally get a good-looking Johnny Storm head, head sculpt, plus I think he looks cool with the other 2 characters. And then, at the top of the list of my FF characters from this wave, I'm giving it to the Invisible Woman. I like the new head sculpt, and I love the invisibility effect that she comes with. Yeah, that just really won me over a lot. The number 3 spot was very difficult for me to give it to the Grey She-Hulk. I really like this figure a lot, man. Really good looking figure. I didn't get to do a pata comparison like how I wanted to in the review because I couldn't find my pepper pots, but I did find the pepper pots, so stay tuned. And then at the number 2 spot, I am giving it to the Super Skrull. I really like the Super Skrull figure a lot, but I just feel like the Victor Von Doom figure just offers more. more, and that is taking the #1 spot over here. I really like this Super Skrull, but yeah, the Doom figure, it just has more going on, and I do like this Doom more than any other Doctor Doom figure I have in my collection. I can't really say the same, or I can't say it with the same kind of certainty about the Super Skrull. And then here's the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Ah, super, huh? What's so super about you? Ah! I'm out of here! Oh, this witchcraft is crazy! Badass. So it's really cool seeing the Super Skrull with both of these effects added over here. I wish we had more effects though. I could ask for a limitless number of effects with this figure. It would be cool to get like an ultimate Super Skrull figure from at least some company where you can interchange all kinds of leg parts and torso parts and limbs and everything. I don't know. It'd be really neat if just some toy company went hardcore on a Super Skrull figure. I would love to see that. But I still really like this piece. I like the added parts that we're getting. Very fun to pose around and play with. So I do like this figure a lot. And at the price point of a Build-A-Figure, which I don't really know, it could go for about $50, I guess. I'm going to give this a Sud rating of I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. I'm especially curious to know if you like the Toy Biz version more so than this version right over here. And I would like to get my hands on those Toy Biz variants too, because if I had those, you can interchange the arms with those variants as well. That'd be kind of neat. So it's just so much more options going on with the Toy Biz version generally. I think I'm giving it to the Toy Biz figure. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. And a big thank you again to all the people that support this YouTube channel and make it possible for me to keep making these videos for you guys. I urge you to consider supporting this YouTube channel. If you're interested, check the link in the description below. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, be sure to check out marvelousnews.com. And don't forget to follow me over on the Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, I said, my shot in your face. I said, my shot in your face.